Hello everyone, this is Russell here, KD9FAL. We got a Retevis RT47V. It's a MERS radio here that we're going to be doing a review on and an unboxing. So I'm going to unbox it here. So we open up the radio. Let's move this around a little bit. So we open up the radio. We have the programming cable. This does not come with the radio. You have to purchase this separately. We have empty plastic container. Looks like a this looks like the IP ratings, possibly. Let's see here. Yeah, that's the IP rating information. We do have a manual here. Doesn't look too bad, the English there. Some manuals are terrible. So yeah, this one looks pretty good here. You can find their manual online on their website. Here, I have the actual radio. Take that out. It has a battery hooked up to it. It does look very similar to the RT82 battery. It's a dual band DMR, except this battery is a little bit smaller in size than that other one there. So, radio, charge, or hand strap. We have antenna here, 138 to 174. So that is a VHF antenna there, and that's that antenna is different than your normal Baofeng there that has the connections are just switched there. So for here we have the charger. That's the charger there. Looks like the same charging base for the RT82. We'll take a look at that in a minute. There is the charging cable. It's a USB connector. It's pretty neat there. Not seeing a USB or power bank in here. Plug the USB into, but we'll look into the other box to see if there's one in there. We have the belt clip here. Looks like a pretty sturdy belt clip. We'll toss it on there and look at the radio in a little bit. So that's everything that came in here. This programming cable does look like the same cable. It might be a little bit smaller. I'll look at that in a minute with you guys here. So that is everything that came in the box with the Retevis RT47V. Alrighty, hello everyone. So, done a little bit of playing around with it, not too much here. But just look at them out of the box, and there's the radio with the belt clip on there. And so, we'll go ahead and turn it on.
Turn on the radio. 1.
This has 5 channels programmed into it, as the MERS frequencies are 5 frequencies in the I believe it's 151 range. I have tested them. They are programmed on the MERS frequencies. So we have channel 1, 2,
3,
4, 5, and then
1.
Back to 1. They do have the multi-pin connector. It is the same connector as the RT82 from Retevis. Just the programming cables are different, so you can't use the same programming cable. Here's the programming cable for the RT47. What you can do is use the same accessory connector. So here I have a speaker mic that I use with my RT82, and I have tested that, and that does work with this radio here. Another thing is the battery docking station is the same as the RT82, so if you have one, all you need is one docking station. You don't have to have multiple there. That will work. And so far, these look like some pretty nice radios here. So they come pre-programmed on the MERS frequencies, as I said. They don't have any PLs or any tones programmed into them, so they're all open as they come. We'll go ahead and look at the software in a minute to see exactly how you can program them up and see if there's any other features in there. I know there is some stuff you can get to just by holding a button down and turn the radio on, but I'm more of a software kind of guy, so we'll go ahead and look at that software in the next part here. So far these are nice radios. We'll have to test them out on range and all that fun stuff in a little bit. Alright, so I totally forgot to show you the batteries and stuff. This is the, let's see if I can get it to focus here. BL47 is 3.7 volt, 1100 milliamp hour battery. That's 4.07 watt hours, it says on here. So it does look to have the rubber, I don't know if you can see that there, the rubber around the battery there for the waterproofing there. Also, back the radio here, the RT47V, so shows it as less than or equal to 2 watts, which is what you can use on MERS legally, 2 watts. I believe. I have to look into that. 3.7 volts is what it's needed to power it, and then there's the FCC ID there, as well as the air pressure hole there. So we'll get that software pulled up. Alrighty, hello everyone. We're on the Retevis website here. We're looking at the Retevis RT47. That's what you just saw in the video there. This comes in the MERS, the VHF, which is the RT47V. You can also get it in FRS, which is just the RT47, and you can also get it in PMR, which is in the 440 range, I believe. I believe that's a European mode there. And that's RT647, I believe. This radio is license free. It's the IP67 waterproof and dustproof. Waterproof and dustproof. I'm not going to be testing that, but that is there if you need it. Here's everything that comes in the that's supposed to come in the box. I did not get that USB charger there. That was not in either of the boxes that I got there, so they might have just misplaced it there. Oh well, that's not a big worry for me because I can find another one somewhere. But a bunch of good reviews here. I just want to show you all the accessories that you can get with it. If you need a earpiece, if you're going to use it for possibly business use or somewhere where you don't need everyone hearing everything, you can get that for about $10 there. If you have multiple of these radios, if you're going to use them for business use and you need multiple radios and you don't want to have all these chargers sitting out in one place and taking up so many outlets, they have the gang charger there. Charge up to 6 radios at once, or 6 batteries at once, I should say. If you want to have the battery sitting on there while you're working and using a different battery on the radio, if you're using them possibly like 24/7 or something, you can do that, and it's about $50 there. If you need an additional charger, you can get one there, programming cable, or you have the speaker mics. If you need a speaker mic for these radios, you can pick one up there for about $20 if you need one. So them are all the accessories that they offer with this radio there. There's some specifications on it. You have the FRS, PMR, yada yada yada. The radio can have up to 16 channels if you're using the, I believe the FRS or PMR 446. The radios that I have are the RT47, which what I could find only holds the 5 channels in there. But we'll look at that in the programming software here in a little bit. It is a simplex only radio, so I don't think you can be doing the GMRS with it, through repeaters and stuff. It's 2 watts for the VHF merge frequency, and half a watt for the FRS frequency there. And all your information about the radio and stuff. Alright, we'll go ahead and look at the programming software here. I have already read the radio here. It took me not even 5 seconds to read the radio. It's super quick and easy. Now, as you see here, it does say 440 to 470 megahertz. That's the only option I have. It doesn't give me an option for the VHF 151 range, 150 range. So here's your squelch. You have an option from 0 to 9. It's programmed on 5. I'd most likely put it on like 1 or 2. You have your timeout timer, 180 seconds. That's a little long there. I'd probably do about 60 seconds. If you wish to use Vox, they have it. I don't like using that, so I just leave it off. If you want to have voice enunciation, all they have for the option is English, or you can have it off. Not sure if that uses is the same thing as the channel announcement or not, but I'm sure it is. And then in scan mode, if you want to have it when the receiver drops or on a timer. Also, you have your battery save. I like to turn that off, and any tones when you push any buttons. So side key 1 is the button directly under the push to talk. If you want to have it on a monitor, channel lock, scan, or Vox, that's if you hold the radio down or the button down. If you just push the button once and let it release, that'll change the channel. But here's your additional functions for that. Then you have the same options for your bottom side key. So, not sure what that was, but okay. Your decode, you have your PL tones and your DPL tones. Let's see if it has the. It does have the 225 there, which is nice to have. Doesn't just use your standard ones for that your big names such as Motorola and such use. It does have the other ones in there. You cannot change the frequencies, so the frequencies are set there. Let's see if you can. Nope, you cannot add any in there. If you want to have an encode on there, so say 67 hertz, you can have an encode and no decode, or you can have a decode and no encode if you need. Most likely it'll be the encode with no decode, but you can set which channels you want to have scan. So if you want channel 1, 2 scanning, but you don't want to be listening to channel 3, 4, or 5, or you want 1, 2, and 3 scanning, and you don't want to listen to 4 and 5, you can do that. The busy lock, I believe that is, you can't, I'm not exactly sure if you can't change your channels if you're talking, or what exactly that is, but you can probably find that in the manual. We'll look here while we're going through that. The scramble, not sure what that is there, but let's see if we can find something in the manual for while we're here. I'm not seeing anything yet, but this manual is a pretty good manual, as you saw as we were first looking into it there. Gives you your tells you what your basic functions are. The scrambler is a way to encrypt the voice. When one radio is set, the scrambler transmit voice will be set out with scrambler. Other radio will receive the signal only set the correct scrambler. Every channel can set individual scrambler. So I guess that's a voice scrambler there. I'm not sure if it's exactly encryption, but it sounds like it just scrambles the voice or inverts it or something. A compander. There's nothing in the manual that I could find about that, so I'm not sure what that is, as well as the spec code. Not sure what that is either. So, who knows? We'll play around with it and see what we can find out. You can also, if you want to put a password in there to read write, so nothing happens to your radio, no one can steal it and try and change stuff into it. Of course, you're only on the merge frequency, so it's not a big deal. Such if you're using a public safety radio or anything like that. Up here we have information about the software. This looks like it a little old. Came back. I know this radio is brand new. They just came out with it. They also have a lime green color rather than the black, if you would like that. I believe they're going to try and come out with the orange. You can change your communications port, and then the language of the software. When the communications port, I didn't have to load any drivers or anything like that. It just automatically had it in there for me. I'm not sure if that's from previous using previous cables, or if it automatically did it by itself. But just to show you how quick it is to read that radio, push OK, and you're done.
Turn on the radio 1.
So it's not terrible at all. Then if you need to save the software or save the file, you can. Or if you need to print a preview of the radio lineup, you also have that there. That's a neat feature in case you need to program other radios if not the same brand or anything like that. You can print that off and have that with you. It also shows you the date and time of when you printed that off there. One thing I noticed here, you cannot change the transmit power, so it's always stuck on that high power there on this. I'm sure possibly in the future they might come out with something about that, but that's something for the future there. So, alrighty, thanks for watching. When I have time to do a range test and stuff like that at an event, we'll get that done for you and post it on YouTube here. So, thanks for watching.